Let me tell you something that might sound uncomfortable at first. Your income is not the biggest factor in your financial life. Your mindset is. I've met people earning very little who slowly built wealth, stability, and freedom. And I've met people earning a lot who stayed stressed, broke, and trapped. Same economy, same opportunities, completely different outcomes. Why? Because of how they think about money. My name is Mike. I've spent over 2 decades working in finance, investing, and advising people at every level, from those barely getting by to those managing millions. And over the years, I've realized something simple. Money doesn't change your life. The way you think about money does. In this video, I'm going to show you the hidden beliefs that keep people broke, the mindset shifts that create wealth, and the mental habits that quietly change everything. This is not about motivation. This is about seeing money differently forever. Let's start with the most common belief. If I just earn more, everything will be fine. Sounds logical, but it's incomplete. Early in my career, I assumed the same thing. More income equals more security, more comfort, more freedom. But reality doesn't work like that. I had 2 clients. One earned around $2,000 a month. The other earned over $15,000. Guess which one had more financial stress? The higher earner. Why? Because he believed something dangerous. As long as I make more, I don't need to change how I think. So he never built discipline, never controlled spending, never built systems. And every time his income grew, his problems grew with it. The truth. Income amplifies your mindset. If your thinking is weak, more money makes things worse. If your thinking is strong, even small money grows. Let me say something clearly. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a behavior problem. People say, I don't earn enough. But when you look closer, they don't track spending. They make emotional purchases. They avoid financial decisions and then blame income. Money is not emotional. People are. And when emotions control your money, you lose control. Example. You've probably experienced this. You plan to save. Then you see something you want, and suddenly logic disappears. What's really happening? You're not making a financial decision. You're making an emotional one. And that's the difference between people who build wealth and those who stay stuck. There's a moment where everything changes. It's not when you earn more. It's not when you invest. It's when you start thinking like an owner. Employee versus owner mindset. Most people think like employees. I earn money and then I spend it. Owners think differently. I earn money and then I allocate it. That one shift changes everything. Simple breakdown. Employee mindset. Income to expenses to leftover, if any. Owner mindset. Income to investment to expenses. Pause and think. This means you pay your future first, not last. Mike's rule. If you don't control where your money goes, it will control you. This is one of the biggest mindset mistakes. People chase money without knowing why. The problem. When money becomes the goal, you never feel satisfied because there's always more to chase. Mike's perspective. Money is not the destination. It's a tool for time freedom. Choice. Example. 2 people earn the same amount. One uses money to buy status, the other uses money to buy time. Who becomes free faster? Answer. The one who values time, every time. Now we go deeper, because most money problems start in your mind. Common hidden beliefs. Money is hard to earn. Rich people are lucky. I'm not good with money. I'll figure it out later. Why this matters. Your brain tries to stay consistent with your beliefs. So, if you believe, "I'm bad with money," you will act in ways that confirm it. Mike's insight. Wealth starts with identity. Not strategy, not tactics. Identity. The shift. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to be good with money," say, "I'm someone who manages money well." That difference is powerful. Now you understand something most people never fully realize. Money is not just numbers. It's psychology. It's behavior. It's identity. But now we go further, because mindset alone is not enough. You need mental systems, rules, frameworks you can follow, even when emotions get in the way. In the next part, I'm going to show you the exact mindset habits of wealthy people, how to rewire your thinking step by step, and the daily behaviors that create long-term wealth. Because thinking differently is step one. Living differently is what changes everything. Let's go deeper. At this point, you understand something most people never fully grasp. Money is not just math. It's behavior. It's patterns. It's decisions repeated over time. And the difference between staying stuck and building real wealth comes down to a few key mental habits. Not hundreds, just a few. But they change everything. Let me introduce you to one of the most powerful advantages in life. Delayed gratification. Simple idea. Most people choose small reward now instead of a bigger reward later. Everyday example. You get paid. You feel good. You want to celebrate. So you spend. Not because you need to, but because it feels right in the moment. The hidden cost. Every time you do this, you're not just spending money, you're trading your future for the present. Mike's observation. Wealthy people don't avoid enjoyment, they delay it. They choose, "I'll enjoy more later," instead of less now. Mental reframe. Before any purchase, ask yourself, is this worth delaying my freedom? That question alone can change your decisions instantly. Here's a mindset that separates two completely different lives. Ownership versus consumption. The default pattern. Most people earn money and use it to consume. Clothes, gadgets, experiences. Nothing wrong with that. But here's the problem. Consumption doesn't build freedom. Ownership does. Mike's breakdown. Every dollar you earn has two options: be spent, be invested. One disappears, the other grows. Example. You buy something, the value goes down. You invest something, the value over time goes up. The shift. Wealthy thinkers ask, how can I own more? Not, what can I buy next? Mike's rule. Before you upgrade your lifestyle, upgrade your assets. Most people think about money in a defensive way. Defensive thinking. I need to avoid losing money. I need to be careful. I don't want to make mistakes. This mindset keeps you safe, but also stuck. Mike's insight. You don't build wealth by avoiding loss. You build wealth by taking controlled risks. Example. If you never invest, you never lose money, but you also never grow it. The shift. Instead of asking, what if I lose? Start asking, what if I don't act? Let me simplify wealth for you. It's not about big moves. It's about repeated, small ones. The reality most people want. Big wins, fast results, immediate success. But wealth doesn't work like that. Mike's example. Invest $200 every month. It doesn't feel like much, but over years, it becomes something powerful. The secret. Consistency beats intensity every time. Mental model. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once, you do it daily. That's how wealth works. This one is uncomfortable, but important. Truth. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you think. Example: if everyone around you spends, you will spend. If everyone around you invests, you will invest. Mike's observation: people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because their environment is stronger than their discipline. The shift. Design your environment. Follow people who talk about investing, discipline, long-term thinking. Because what you see daily becomes what you believe. Let me leave you with something important for this part. Comfort is expensive. Every time you choose comfort, you delay growth. Example: you avoid learning, you avoid risk, you avoid change because it's uncomfortable. The truth: growth requires discomfort, always. Now you've seen the mindset shifts, the habits, the mental models. But now comes the real test, because understanding this is one thing, living it is another. In the next part, I'm going to show you the biggest mindset mistakes that destroy progress, why people relapse into old habits, and how to permanently rewire your financial behavior. Because the hardest part is not starting. It's staying consistent, long enough to win. Let's be honest for a moment. Most people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they don't do it consistently. They start, they try, they get motivated, and then they fall back into old habits. So the real question is not, how do I start? It's, how do I not quit? Let's talk about something no one likes to admit: relapse. What happens? You decide to change. You start saving. You start thinking differently. You feel in control. For a while. Then something happens. Stress, emotions, unexpected expenses, and suddenly you go back. Why this happens? Because your old identity is still there. You didn't replace it. You just tried to override it. Mike's insight: temporary discipline cannot beat permanent identity. The fix: don't rely on willpower. Build systems. Example: instead of saying, "I will save money this month," create automatic transfers, fixed investment rules, spending limits. So even when you're tired, the system still works. This one destroys more progress than almost anything else. The thought: I worked hard. I deserve this. Sounds reasonable, right? But here's the problem. This thought is emotional, not strategic. What it leads to: impulse spending, breaking plans, resetting progress. Mike's reframe: you don't reward yourself with consumption. You reward yourself with progress. Better question. Instead of, what can I buy to feel better? Ask, what can I build to improve my future? Let me say this clearly. Comparison will destroy your financial life. The trap. You see others, better cars, better clothes, better lifestyle, and you feel behind. The problem. You're comparing their highlight reel to your reality. Mike's insight. Most people are not wealthy. They just look expensive. Truth. Many people you compare yourself to are in debt. The shift. Stop asking, how do I look? Start asking, how free am I? One of the most dangerous financial emotions. Example: everyone is investing in this. I might miss the opportunity. I need to act now. Result: bad decisions, rushed investments, losses. Mike's rule: if you feel urgency, slow down. Wealth rule: good decisions don't require pressure. Now we bring everything together. Step 1. Define identity. Say it clearly. I am someone who builds wealth consistently. Step 2. Align actions. Small daily proof. Saving, Investing, learning. Step 3. Remove friction. Make good behavior easy. Automate money limit, bad spending triggers. Step 4. Repeat. Identity is built through repetition, not intention. Mike's insight. You don't become wealthy when you reach a number. You become wealthy when your behavior changes permanently. Let's finish this properly. Money is not complicated, but it is difficult. Not because of math, because of behavior, because of emotions, because of habits. You don't need perfect timing, perfect income, perfect knowledge. You need consistency, discipline, awareness, and most importantly, you need to understand this. Final truth. Money doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you are. So if you change how you think, how you act, how you decide, you don't just change your finances, you change your life. If this video made you think differently, that's the first step. But don't stop here, because information without action changes nothing. Start small, stay consistent, think long-term. And remember, freedom is not something you find, it's something you build. I'll see you in the next one.